Hi everybody, it's Kate from Pouting in Heels. So today I want to talk to you all for a few minutes about freelancing. And the reason for that is that unbelievably this month in July I am coming up to celebrating 5 years of being a freelancer, 5 years of working for myself and just reaping all those rewards really. So that's my phone going off in the background. It's always the way, isn't it, whenever you're doing something. Anyway, we'll ignore that and we'll crack on. So I wanted to do this video, I guess to kind of celebrate it really, because 5 years of being self-employed and earning a good living and still being here, loving what I do, I think is something to celebrate. And also because I still today get so many emails from people or tweets or messages from people who are considering going into the world of freelancing or working for themselves and are looking for some advice and a little bit of support. So I thought on this vlog today I would start by talking a little bit about why I love it so much. So, you know, what has freelancing done for me and my life? And then also, if I can remember them all, I will try and go through some of my top freelancing tips for anyone who's interested or thinking about taking the leap or has perhaps taken the leap, not so long ago. Hopefully they will help. Okay, so freelancing. Why do I love freelancing so much? And make no mistake, I absolutely do. I'm always talking to people about how much I love freelancing. So I guess really, just having a little slurpity. I guess really for me, freelancing has, in a nutshell, it has completely transformed my life, and that's because of the freedom that is part of it, that comes with being a freelancer. That's what it's all about. So, you know, I choose the hours that I work, I choose the clients that I work with, I choose what kind of work I do. And I have to say, now that I'm a mum to Elsie, who's coming up to 3 years of age, it's just brilliant. It enables me really to have the best of both worlds. So I do fantastic work with clients, I earn a very good living, but I also get to spend lots of quality time with Elsie, which is very, very important to me. So it's worked really well for me and for us as a family with a little toddler, not so much, she won't be a toddler for long, but with a little girl in our lives. So besides the freedom things, it's given me lots of freedom. It's also enabled me to be much more creative, which is something that was very, very important to me. So again, the work that I have taken on, the majority of work I've taken on over the 5 years, has been really exciting for me to work on. I've enjoyed working with different clients, meeting new people, working on exciting new projects all the time. So the creative part of it has been really fantastic as well. So freedom, creativity. It's also changed me as a person. It's made me much more confident, I think. I've always been a pretty confident person, but there's always been some times in my professional life when I haven't really used this voice as much as what I should have done. So freelancing has certainly got me out of my comfort zone. That's the thing with freelancing. You can never be quite comfortable with it. It's always throwing you little curveballs when you least expect. And because of that, you're always learning and developing and figuring stuff out and figuring yourself out as well as a result. So it's certainly changed me as a person. It's made me much more confident. I'm not afraid to ask for anything now, you know, in a polite and professional way, of course, but I'm not afraid to speak to people and ask for what I would like in return. And I guess it's also going a little bit deeper now. It's made me value myself much more than what I have done previously. I think as women, sometimes we are, I guess from a young age, we're kind of taught that we should be quiet and look pretty and sit in the corner and behave. And it's quite difficult to get rid of these kind of messages that we're bombarded with throughout our lives when you enter the professional arena. You still feel that you don't want to upset people or, tip up the apple cart. So for me, being a freelancer has made me value myself more as a woman and the skills that I offer, which has been phenomenal, really. So they're just a few of the things, literally off the top of my head, that freelancing has done for me. But now I want to share with you some of my top tips, which will hopefully come in handy. Yes, okay, I'm just trying to think. Right, tip number one for a freelancer. Okay, first of all, if you're starting about freelancing, there's no really easy way to say this, but if you're thinking about freelancing and you want to do it, the only way to become a freelancer is to take that jump. I know it's scary. I know it's completely out your comfort zone. I know you may be frightened of what the future holds or how much money you will earn. I know we've all got bills to pay. It's a scary thought going from the world of full-time employment or just employment in general to working for yourself. But the only person who can do it is you. You know, that's the way it is. So if you want to do it, if it's something that really means something to you and you think you can do it, and believe me, you can, then go for it. Take that leap of faith and jump right in. You know, it's the only way to know. And I always thought, for me, when I decided to go freelance, I always thought, what's the worst that can happen? And the worst that could happen was that I didn't earn any money. So I remember thinking to myself, I'll give myself 6 months, 7 months, and if I don't earn or I don't start to see work and money coming in that time, then I will, I'll get a job, whatever job that may be, and I'll take it from there. And thankfully, touch wood, that's me touching wood, it didn't happen. So have that leap of faith and go for it. You know, don't be one of these people to look back in life and think, what if, what if? Life's far too short, and if it doesn't work out, you will be able to find another job at some point or go down a different path, I'm sure. The second thing is, don't be afraid to market yourself. As a freelancer, this is really important. Work isn't going to come knocking on your door, certainly not at the beginning. You have to put yourself out there, so don't be afraid of using social media. You know, make sure you attend local networking, local business networking events. There's always tons of those going on wherever you live, in towns or cities. And one really good way to start off when you're marketing yourself in the beginning is just to really drop anyone and everyone that you know a quick email. You know, drop them a line just saying, I'm going freelance or I've gone freelance. This is what I'm now offering. This is what I can do for you. If you need any help with anything, get in touch. You will be amazed at who knows who out there. So don't be afraid of reaching out to people and letting them know what you can offer them. That's probably one of my top tips for advice. And just a quick thing on the marketing thing. For me, when I first started freelancing, I had 0 clients. I had no work. I had zilch. I literally did just jump in there with both feet. So because of that, I had a lot of time on my hands, and I started to write about freelancing in a blog section on my professional website. A, because it kept me out of trouble, and B, because it was just something that I felt that I really wanted to do. From that, I did get people contacting me with work opportunities. So a blog is a really good way to market yourself and get yourself out there. People get a feeling for who you are, and they also get a really good sense of what you can offer them as individuals. So that would be my top tip as well in terms of the marketing front. You know, have a go at blogging and see and get on with that. Another tip that I say to everybody, not just freelancers, but to the clients that I work with, is to be genuine. You know, always be genuine. Don't worry too much about having to appear professional all the time. And certainly whatever you do, don't fake it. You know, don't lie about your achievements. Don't bull them up too much when you can't actually back them up. The most important thing to remember when you work for yourself is that as human beings, we all relate to other human beings. You know, it's a human side of us that we relate to. So your relationships with clients are incredibly important. And by that I mean, yes, of course, you have to be professional and you have to deliver what you say you're going to deliver. But you really just need to be a joy to work with. You know, so be pleasant, be friendly. You know, just be yourself, and you will find that that will reap you more rewards than trying to be business-like or trying to be ultra-professional, because that really isn't what people want to relate to, whether they think that or not. That's my experience. So be yourself and be authentic. Okay, other tips. But the tips are the tips. If you can get organised before you begin, that's something I did not do. So, make sure you tell the tax man, get your finances in order, and get your website up and running. Make sure you're on social media. All those kinds of things are very, very important. And I guess my last tip would be, if you're starting off, don't be afraid to reach out to other people. There is a wealth of information out there on freelancing, especially in this digital age that we live in. It's wonderful. So there are freelancing websites, there are freelancing networks, there's all kinds of advice out there. Have a look, do your research and have a read. If you are interested, if it may help you, all the posts that I wrote about freelancing when I first started off, so the good, the bad and the ugly, they're all on my professional website, which is katieportman.com. Even have a look there. They're under a section, I think it's called Thoughts on Freelancing. There's also, I've written quite a few posts on freelancing on my blog as well, Pouting in Heels. So if you do a search, using the search bar, pop in freelancing, some posts should come up for you too, which hopefully should help. Okay, I think that's everything. It's really hard to talk about freelancing in a short vlog and get as much in as possible, because to be honest, I could talk about it forever. I just love it that much. Like I say, it's transformed my life, it's transformed me as a person, and that's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know how life-changing working for yourself and feeling empowered and fulfilled can be. So if you are thinking about it, good luck to you. I raise my cup of tea to you and wish you all the very best of luck. And so finally, before I finish off, I just wanted to say a very quick thank you to everybody and anybody who's supported me over the past 5 years, be that a client or a blog reader or a member of my family or a friend. Thank you ever so much for all your words of encouragement. Yes, it's been quite some fabulous journey, and I look forward to continuing it and seeing where it will take me. Okay, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're up to, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.